Welcome all of you. We are working on intersection of solids, and in earlier lectures we have discussed the theory behind how to draw the figures when the two solids are intersected. So today we will have the next practice sheet, that is practice sheet number 16, and on this we are going to solve two problems. So the first problem is shown here. Now the difference between this case and the earlier case is the main solid, the solid which is intersected, in this case is going to be a cylinder, and the cylinder will be intersected by other solid which is a square prism. So you will find here the data of the problem is already given here. According to the data, there is a cylinder of diameter 60 and height 80, and it is resting on its base in HP. So we have drawn this cylinder like this, which is resting in the HP. So this is the top view of the cylinder, this is the front view of the cylinder, and this is the side view of the cylinder. Now it is intersected by a square prism of base 48. So you can see this is a square prism drawn whose size is 48 by 48. Its axis is parallel to HP and VP. So if you see this view, side view, then this is the HP and the vertical is VP. So this axis is like this, perpendicular to the screen, which is parallel to HP and VP, and it is 17 millimeters in front of the axis of the cylinder. That means this is the axis of the cylinder and this is the axis of the prism. So the distance between these two, this distance from here to here, this distance is taken as 17 millimeters in front of the cylinder axis. So it is here. Suppose it is written behind the cylinder axis, then this 17 mm you have to take on this side. Right now it is in front. See, the observer is here. We are looking in this direction. So when the observer is here, this is the front direction. So it is 17 millimeters in front. And then 40 millimeters above, because this height is 80, this is at the midpoint. Draw the projections showing the curves of intersection if the two sides of the prism are 30 degrees. So you can see these two sides, they are making 30 degrees. That means the other two sides are making 60 degrees. So now when we start this work, we have to first draw the cylinder, then mark this 17 millimeter distance, get the center point, and with respect to this center point, we have to construct this square prism of the given size so that this becomes our starting position. So now we have got cylinder and we have also got square prism. So first thing is we will name the point. So you can see here points are named A, B, C and D. So they are the extreme points on the cylinder which are on the axis. So the generator at A is here. Generator at B is here, which is not shown properly, it is here. Then this is C and this is D. So the point names are all written here. Then there is a square prism which is intersecting the cylinder. So the edges of the square prism, they are named like this. This edge is 1, this edge is 2, this edge is 3 and this edge is 4. Now last time we have seen how to solve these problems. What we have to do is we have to try and mark the points on the objects. So on this cylinder, suppose there is a point 1 which is marked on the cylinder. Then you should be able to draw this point number 1 in all the other views. That is the basic theory on which we work. So what is this point number 1? The edge of the square prism here, this edge is like a line. So that line is cutting the cylinder at point 1. So this line is intersecting the cylinder at point 1. So this is the point 1 which is on the cylinder, and we are trying to find it out over here where that point is located. Now the figure is already drawn, but we will see how it is drawn. So what we do is, this point number 1 we have to mark. So we draw a generator like this, projector line like this, and like this, which means this is the top view of point 1. So when you see this point number 1 from top, you will find that it is here. So this is the position of point number 1. At the same time, this point number 1, when you look in this direction, it will be at this height only. So somewhere on this line, point number 1 will lie, because its height is not going to change. Even if you look in this direction, it will be at the same height. So the point number 1 is at this place, but in the top view it is here. So if it is here in the top view, so if you draw the projections, then that will tell you that the position of point number 1 is here. So we have got the point number 1 over here. Now since this line at 1 is entering into the cylinder from here and it is coming out from the cylinder from here, that means 1 is also lying on the other side, which is here. So these are the two positions of point number 1 and 1, and this is the edge at 1. So you can see this edge has gone inside. Now so there is a dotted and then it has come out from here. So this is the edge at 1. This is the edge at 1. It has gone inside. Now this part should have been dotted, which is not drawn, but this must be dotted. So this is a dotted line, which is this dotted line, and then from here onwards it has come out. You can number these points also, point number 1 and point number 1, point number 1 and point number 1. So what we do is, we are now going to mark all the different points that are marked here. So edge at 1, point 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 at 1. So that is 1. Now we are going to see point number 2. Now this is edge at 2. Now this edge at 2 is not at all intersecting the cylinder. So you can see this edge at 2 is as it is. Okay, it is completely seen. You see in this direction, and this edge at 2 is completely visible. Okay, it has not gone inside. You can see here, down it is not shown here. 1 minute. Now you can see this edge at 2 is here. Okay, it is outside the cylinder. Now between 1 and 2, there is a special point X. Now this X is a point which is on the last generator. That means the generator at A, which is there. This is the generator at A. So the point on the prism which is touching to the cylinder last. See, between 1 and X, all the points are touching to the cylinder. After X up to point 2, none of these points they are touching to the cylinder. So X is the last point. So where is point X that we are supposed to mark? Now X is on line A. Now where is line A here? This is the line A here. So this is line A. So if this is line A, on this line A, this X is going to lie, and X is at this much height from the HP. So vertical height of X is not going to change. So we draw this line which tells us that X is here. So we have found out the position of X. So we have found out 1 and X and the edge at 2. Now let's go down further. From 2 we go to 3. So this is the surface. There are many lines on the surface. All the lines between 2 and Y, they are not intersecting to the cylinder. So Y is the first line which is intersecting to the cylinder on the edge, on the generator at A. So Y is lying on generator A. So generator A is here and Y has got this height. So Y will be here. So we have found out now point number Y. So point Y we have found out, and after that Y we are going to find out point number 3. Now where is 3? 3 is at this much height. We draw this line. Let us project 3 here and here and here. So 3 is here. So once point 3 is here, we project this point from 3 and it touches here. So this becomes the position of point number 3. So 3 and Y and 3, 3 and Y and 3, 3 and Y and 3, 3 and Y and 3. So there, this is 3 here, this is Y here, and this is 3 here. Okay, so we have found out these points also in the front view. So we have seen 1, X, 2, Y, 3. 1, X, then on this 2 is this, and then Y and 3. So this much part we have covered. Now see, at the moment we are just marking the point. This curves we are not talking about so far. So imagine that you have just marked point 1 here, we have marked point 3 here, we have marked point Y here, and we have drawn this line here. Now let's go from 3 to 4. From 3 to 4, there is 3 already drawn. Now where is 4? 4 is at this height, so draw this line. Now where is 4 in the top view? In the top view, 4 is here. So since 4 is here, we draw the projector line, and that gives us position of 4 here. So the edge at 4 is touching to the cylinder here, then it goes inside the cylinder, and then it comes out from the cylinder from the other side. So there is one more point 4 here, which you can even see like this over here. So this is point number 4. Now let me just show you one more figure. Okay, now the same figure is shown with slightly more details. So we have seen 3 and 4. So 3 is here, 4 is just now marked over here. Now between 3 and 4 there is point N. Now this point N is on the generator at B. So the generator at B which is there, which is going to be somewhere at this point. So this B, if you project, this will be the B point. BH, edge at B will be here. So on this B, N is lying. So this is the height of N, and when you go this, bring this down and bring it up, then it will come here. Maybe in the other figure I show you. You can see here, this N is lying on B and B and B and B. This is the last generator which is B. This generator is B. So on this B, N is going to lie. Height of N is this, so N will be here. So we have found out point N and point 3 and point 4. So 3 and 4. We have done 1 x2, 2 y3, 3 and 4. So these points we have marked. Now let's go to 4 M1. Where is 4? Where is M? Where is 1? Now 4 is already there. 1 is already marked. But there is a changeover point M. M is on this generator. This generator is B and D. So B is here, D is here. So on this B and D, M should lie. So height of M is this from the HP. This is the height of M. And M is lying on the generator over here. So M is here. Because it is lying on generator B and also generator D. So we have marked point M and point M in the two cases. Now having done this, what we see is we have got all the points with us. Now let me show you how it is joined. Now for joining these points, so we have got all the points. You imagine that all these points x1, m4, n3, y3, n4, m1, x. All the points we have marked. Okay. Now when you join these points to form the final curves, how are we going to join the points? Now ideally speaking, suppose you want to find out how is this curve made. That means 1 m4, you have got 1, you have got m, you have got 4. 1 m4. You are looking in this direction. When you look in this direction, at that time, point number 1 is seen. First of all, this is the edge at A that is seen, not edge, the surface, the generator at A. Then point number 1, then this is the surface, and after this surface, from this point it goes behind. You can see this is a cylinder. So this is the front side of the cylinder, this is the back side of the cylinder. So whatever is on this front side it is seen, whatever is on this side is going behind. So 1 to M, see this is 1 to M. So imagine when you look here, you have to see that I am moving on the cylinder like this. So 1 to M, when you move, it is like moving from 1 to M, and you are on the front side of the cylinder. After M, you are going on the back side. So after M, this part is going on the back side of the cylinder. So 1 to M, M to 4, 1 to M, M to 4. Now, how the shape has come? Now for getting this shape, ideally speaking, you have to take all the so many hundreds of points. Between 1 to M, you take maybe 100 points and go on marking all the 100 points by the same procedure like what we have done for 1. So if you do like that, you will get all the points in between. But then, we are not going to do like that. What we are going to do is, by our experience, we are going to draw this curve, and while drawing this curve, we are going to join 1 and M and 4. And while joining this curve like this, the shape of the curve comes like this, like something like a parabolic shape it comes. It doesn't come like a curvature. So if you draw this kind of a curvature, like a circle, like a part of a circle, it will not be correct. It will be like this. Okay? Maybe you can take one more point really and check that it comes somewhere here. Same thing from 4 to 3 to N. 4 N 3. This is 4, which is on the back side. Then N on the front, on the last generator, and from N to 3 you are on the front side. You know, this is the front side, this is the back side. So on the front side, 4 to N back side, N to 3 front side. So you have come on the front side. But then because it is on the back side of this prism, see, this part is front for the cylinder, this part is back for the cylinder. But for the prism, This is the front side, this is the front side, this is the back side, this is the back side. So this much part n to 3, this n to 3 is on the front side of the cylinder, but it is on the back side of the prism. So you will not be able to see this n and 3. So between n and 3 the curve is there, but it is hidden because it has gone behind this prism. Suppose instead of this prism, suppose it is a hole. If this is a hole, then this will be seen. Now this solid is coming in between, therefore it is not seen. So if you observe the way these lines are drawn, they are drawn like dotted line, dotted, 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 up to here it is dotted. So 4 to m, m to 1, 1 to m, m to 4, 4 to n, n to 3. 1, m, 4, n, 3. 1, m, 4, n, 3. These points are behind. Now what is in front? This is in front. 1 to x in front. So you can see 1 to x, x to 1. Now how do you join 1 to x, x to 1? Again, you can take maybe one more point here. That point will come somewhere here, so that you will be able to fix the nature of this curve. So that you will do same thing in 3 to y, y to 3. You have got 3, you have got y, you have got 3. So 3 to y, y to 3 will have this shape, which can be finalized if you take one more point here. That point will come somewhere here, and when you join it will come like this. And now since the entire figure is symmetric, this will be same on this side. Now here one important rule you have to keep in mind, which will make the work more accurate. These are the final curves. Now you will find at point 1, at point 4, at point 3, there are corners to the curve. Now this curve has got a corner here. This curve has got a corner here. Curve has got a corner here. So at 1, at 4 and at 3 there are corners. There is no corner at m. There is no corner at n. There is no corner at x. There is no corner at y. Why no corners at these points x, y, m, n? And why corners are there at 1, 4 and n, 3? There is certain rule here. Now what we have to observe is, in this figure, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a prism, and this prism has got edges at 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 2 is not taking part, so 2 is just a edge, so nothing to do with 2. In the curve of intersection, 2 has not come. But 1 has come, 3 has come, 4 has come. Now at 1 there is edge, at 4 there is edge, at 3 there is edge. So whenever there is a edge here, at this place there is going to be corner. So edge at 1, corner at 1. Edge at 4, corner at 4. Edge at 3, corner at 3. Now is there any edge at m? No. At m there is no edge. There is no edge even for prism, and there is no edge even for cylinder. So it is a smooth line. Okay, there is no change of surface. Therefore at m there is not going to be corner. Now since there is no corner here, you have to draw this curve like this. Okay. Now somebody might draw this way, which is a mistake, like this. You draw like this, and then you draw like this. So if you do like that, like this, and like this, then there will be corner at m, which is wrong. Okay, if you do like this, and if you do like this, if you do like this is all wrong. In fact, you have to take additional points, then the curve will be automatically, it will come proper. But right now we are not taking all the so many points in between, and we are going to do more by judgment and by understanding the nature of the surface. So wherever there are edges, edge at 1, edge at 4, edge at 3, there is going to be corner at 1, corner at 4, corner at 3. Accordingly the shape of the curve has to be drawn. So you can see corner has come at 3, corner has come at 4, corner has come at 1, and the shape of the curve is like this, so that no corner at x, no corner at m, no corner at n, no corner at y. So this is the rule which you have to observe. So go by the basic method, try to mark this point number 1 everywhere, try to mark point number 4, and like that mark all the points by making use of the generators, the point names, all these lines, etc. Make use of them, plus keep on imagining also, visualizing also. Both the things are to be done at a time, and you will be able to plot these points. You can also observe one more thing, that this curve from 1 to m and m to 4 has gone behind. So the edge at 1, if you look the edge at 1, this is the edge at 1. The edge at 1 has come and touched to the cylinder here. Now this is the back side of the surface. This 1,4 is a plane, which is this 1,4 plane. So this 1,4 plane is on the back side. You can see here it is on the back side. 1,2 plane is on the front side. So from here to here, this is the front plane, and from here to here, this is the back side plane. So this is on the front side and this has gone on the back side. So whatever has gone on the back side, it has intersected this way. And at the same time, you will also observe that this last generator of the cylinder is seen only up to this much. After that, the cylinder is there, the generator is there, but it has gone on the back side of it. You can see this is the generator. If you are asked where is this line, if you are asked to show where is this line is this line, and it has come and touched to M. But when you look in this direction, from this direction, beyond point 1, see this is point 1. So from here to here it is seen. After this, it is coming in between. So when you look in this direction, this is coming in between. So all the points from here to here, they are not seen. Therefore, this part is dotted. Now, what is happening here between M and N? Between M and N, because it is cut out, this is cut, the cylinder is cut. And in this square hole, the square prism is put. So between 1 and M, there is nothing existing. Therefore, M and N is not joined. You know, the line which was drawn here at the start, that line is not there between M and N. Between M and N, there is no line. Similarly, between X and Y. Now, where is X here? X is here. Now, this is the last generator. This last generator is here. In fact, this should not be drawn. It's drawn here. This should not be drawn here because there is no edge here. So, this should not be drawn. It is a cylindrical surface. From this point onwards, the center line is seen. But the cylinder is cut. So, you can see between X and Y, cylinder is cut, no line here. Okay. Now, this edge at 1 has got inside. It has gone inside, so dotted here. Edge at 3 has gone inside, so dotted line is here. So all these rules you have to observe very carefully. Same thing between N and 3. You can see between N and 3 it is on the back side, so dotted. 4 and N, back side, dotted. Whereas 3 to Y, Y to 3, 3 to Y, Y to 3 on the front side. Therefore it is same. So that is the way we are completing this exercise. The first exercise, intersecting a cylinder with a square prism. Now let's go to second problem. Okay, before that, you can see this is the data of the problem. So you can write this data and then solve the problem as per these dimensions. Now let's go to second problem.